Hi you guys, it's Melanie and this is my first ever beauty video, so I am sorry if I seem awkward. I hope to be better, so please be nice. As you guys can read by the title, this is empties, a product empties, so I hope that I can give you guys some good information about some of the products that I finished using. So let's get started. So for me, I really enjoy using a cleansing balm oil, something like that, that properly gets all of my makeup off. And right now I have 3 here for you. First one I want to start with is the Clean It Zero by Vanilla Co. This is my first ever cleansing balm that I have ever tried. And truthfully, I get why the hype is so big. It definitely is amazing. It's really clean. I have nothing left, so I have nothing to like show you guys, but in total it does what it's meant to do. I would definitely recommend if you can easily get to it. Really nice. It's pretty affordable for what it is. I want to say this is close to, what is it, when it's on sale I know you can find it for like $19. If not, it's between like 20 to 25 depending on the type that you're getting, like if it's different than the original. Now the second one that I really want to talk about is the Hamish All Clean Balm. This is definitely, I think, my holy grail. If I'm gonna recommend anything, I would recommend this little one. The really cool and interesting thing is Vanilla Co, the creators of it, the Clean It Zero, they left the company and went to Hamish and made this balm. So I feel like they just worked so hard on it and they worked to make this even better. So this is even, I want to say, cheaper because you can find this for $19 all the time. In the packaging they made it different, so it's easier to get in, because this old packaging, people will complain about how hard it is to open and close and put this like lid back in there, but now it's a whole lot better and I would definitely recommend this. And lastly, the last thing I used, and I would definitely recommend this if you're not into buying like K-beauty or stuff online, because you can easily go into Sephora, is the Sephora Supreme Cleansing Oil. I enjoyed this for my makeup removal, except for my eye makeup. I felt like I had to use a lot and really rub it in, so I definitely don't see myself repurchasing it, but I don't really have a problem with it. Again, like I said, it's probably super easy to get if you're in the US. You can just pop into a Sephora, and I want to say this was like $17 if I'm not wrong. That's definitely like the cheapest out of the 3, but again, I felt like if you wear a really heavy duty eyeliner or mascara, it probably will take a lot more effort than using like the all clean balm. So that's up to you depending on what you want to use. And now for another product that I used for cleansing, it is the Purity Made Simple by Philosophy. I like it, but I've liked other things more than this. I want to say I bought this on sale when it was $18. Now I think I'd have to pay like $20+ for this same bottle, and I don't imagine myself repurchasing, just because I've tried different products that do a lot more for my skin. This is just simple, like the name says. It doesn't do much. I think that it doesn't irritate your eyes or irritate your skin, but at the same time, it didn't nourish it. It didn't protect me from acne. It didn't help with like moisture. So I don't imagine myself repurchasing it. I know a lot of people love this product because you can use it day, night, and it's not gonna do anything, but I feel like I want something a little bit more nourishing, or something that'll help my acne when I have it, so I don't imagine myself repurchasing this. Okay, and now we will be talking about toners. I have 2 here to talk to you guys about. I have the Skin Laundry Balancing Antioxidant Toner, and I really enjoyed using this. I ended up using it more when I was dealing more with acne, because this is supposed to be balancing, calming, and preventing all your skin problems. So I really enjoyed this. I love the packaging because it has a pump, so it was very easy to get out. You could really just use a cotton pad and get the product out, put it on your skin, and truthfully I liked this a lot because I just felt like it definitely helped my skin and it helped it look a lot nicer, smoother. The only problem that I had with this was it was a little bit drying. It's not meant for dry skin, and I don't think that this is good if you have dry skin to use it on a daily. But truthfully, I would still repurchase it because I know that if I am having a lot of skin issues, this is definitely gonna help me. I think that for the price, it does what it's meant to be, and I would definitely recommend this if you are acne prone, especially if you're oily. I think that this would be very balancing for your skin, and it'll help with your acne, so definitely would be nice. As a more, what would you say, hydrating toner, I ended up using the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner. That's a mouthful, but I really enjoyed this. I actually ended up getting this one after the Skin Laundry one was finished, and I was so happy to use this because it was so hydrating. The only thing is, now that I am using something else, I notice how for the price, what is this, like $44 if I'm not wrong, maybe a little bit more, it's not as hydrating. It is so not as hydrating as you would want it to be, or as I wanted it to be. I wouldn't repurchase this for that reason. Two, I felt like there's so much left up product. Like, I ended up trying to squeeze through so much because it was a little bit higher of the rose petals. Yes, this had actual rose petals in it, which in the beginning I was like, oh, this is so nice, it makes me feel so fancy. But at the end of it, like, so much of the toner gets sucked into the rose petals that you have so much left over. And I ended up trying to like get some of them and like soak them through a pad to use it, because if you just like lay it on your hands, you will get like some of the rose petals on you. By the end, it's so chunky though, and it bothered me, so I don't imagine myself repurchasing it for so many reasons. One of them being that I just feel like you lose product in it. Two, you'd have like the rose petals on your face, and like I'd be like, oh, get that off of me. So yeah, it was good, it's just not amazing. It didn't blow my mind, if that makes any sense. Okay, I have another very interesting product. Okay, so I have I don't know, different interesting product, I don't know if I could say that. I have CauseRX pads. I have the Pimple Pads, One Step Pimple Clear. They're definitely for acne prone skin. I would say that you can use these every day. I don't know, I think it depends on your skin if you can use it day and night. I was using it day and night, but maybe that's also because I was using a lot of like nourishing and hydrating products. So maybe if you're not so much into your skincare, these might be a little bit drying, but for me, I didn't have much of a problem. I also noticed that I would mostly use it in my affected areas more than just my whole face. It was mostly on my cheeks and on my chin, and they really didn't do anything that would like make me hate them, if that makes any sense. Like, they didn't dry me out, they didn't do anything that was, I don't know, like causing any extra added on problems besides the acne. So I don't think that you'd have a problem if you were using them. I think it's just try them out on your skin. If you see that they're too drying, then don't use them every day, or don't use them night and day. So yeah, I definitely would recommend these depending on your skin. If you're oily, I think you'd enjoy these so much, you'd find no problem with them. But if you are a little bit more dry like me, at a point you probably will want something a little bit different. Pads, there we go. And then I have the One Step Moisture Up pads. If you're a little dry like me, you probably at a point will want something a little bit more hydrating and something a little bit more gentle on your skin, and for that I would definitely go with the One Step Moisture Up pads. These are so hydrating, and truthfully, like, I see a difference when I use this and when I don't. Even though I'm using a really hydrating toner right now, I can tell right before, like, if I use this or if I don't. My toner, even if I layer it on 7 times, I will still feel a difference by using these. And the same thing with the Pimple Pads. I cut them in half and use that, and that is so much product for my full face. I put it on my neck and it's so amazing. I love these in the morning, at night. Like, I love these as a pick-me-up. Like, sometimes I won't even wear makeup in the morning, and I'll come home after like my errands or whatever I ended up doing that morning, and I will go over it with these pads just to get rid of any dirt that might have came onto my skin, and then I can even put on makeup. And I feel like these just are a lifesaver. These are my favorite thing. If you're traveling, you can definitely take these along with you, and they're amazing. I would definitely recommend these if you are dry skin, even if you're not into like a big routine. This is super easy. You just get one out and like go over your face. Hydration. There we go. Now for another product that maybe not a lot of people end up using, here is my Essence. I finally ran out of this. I felt like this lasted me such a long time, and this is the CauseRX. Again, CauseRX is such a good brand though. Okay, and this is the CauseRX Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. And I literally love this. It comes in a little squeeze tube, and it definitely lasted for a really long time. I got this for, I guess, my acne scars and for like elasticity. And Snail Mucin is amazing for firming up your skin, for your skin tone, for so many things. I felt like in the beginning I didn't notice much of a difference. I feel like if you're looking at something that's a little bit more brightening, maybe pick something else out from, but for me this one was definitely nice to use. It helped with hydration. Again, maybe that's why when I was using the Pimple Pads I didn't have a problem, because I was using so many hydrating things. I feel like maybe people would find it really like weird to use because of the fact that it's a little sticky, but not sticky in a bad way. You aren't gonna go to bed or put on your makeup and feel like you have this thick layer of who knows what on your skin, but it is a little sticky. So maybe if you hate textures, don't buy this. But if you're looking for something that'll plump up your skin, give you, I don't know, a nice, I don't know, like besides it being plumped and hydrated, it did help with my acne scarring. Not as much as maybe like vitamin C serum or okay. And then for the next product I have, it is the Bare Minerals Eternal Elixir, and this is the Skin Volumizing Oil Serum. So like the name says, it is a volumizing serum. It's supposed to help with like your skin, like I guess volume, the texture of it even. It's supposed to help with like firming, lifting, and overall like appearance. It's supposed to give you an oil, glowy, I was gonna say oily, maybe because it was more oily than like glowy. This did nothing for my skin. I felt like it was moisturizing, but only when you first put it on. It didn't help with anything. It didn't really make my skin more glowy. It didn't help with, I feel like, the volume of my skin. I didn't feel anything more firm. I didn't see any difference with my fine lines. And to tell you the truth, in the beginning I felt like this kind of gave me acne. So if you think that you get acne from oily products, probably don't give this a try. I literally in the beginning was like, did I really spend, I want to say this is $55 or 50, no, I want to say $55. I literally was like, did I really spend that money for a product that's giving me acne and causing problems for me? I was so upset, but I did give it a good month before I like decided like my actual thoughts on it. But yeah, for what was it, like the first 3 weeks, it definitely, I think, caused some acne. After that I felt like my skin kind of got used to the texture, and it's weird because it's like an oil within an oil and you're supposed to shake it up and everything. And I don't know, like I just felt like for the amount of product you get, for what it does, for the cost, it's not good. It's not something I would recommend. I know a lot of people ended up enjoying these, but not me. I felt like I was very let down by it. And I remember when I bought it, I was super excited. I was like, Bare Minerals has such good foundations. They don't cause any problems for my skin. And then I bought this, a skincare product that actually affected my skin in a negative way. I was like, okay. But to tell you the truth, it wasn't bad. Like I said, I wanted something a little bit nourishing for a skin volumizing, but it wasn't that nourishing. I didn't feel like my skin got plump or anything, so I wouldn't repurchase this. And if you have my skin, I wouldn't recommend it. So yeah. Okay, and now to talk about moisturizers. Again, I have two. I start with this little baby. I have the J.one Hana Cream, and this is a capsule cream. So that basically means that they came in like little beads, little orbs, whatever you want to call it, and that's supposed to be like your perfect amount. To me, sometimes it really wasn't, and I would want to use 2 capsules or 2 little beads, but it definitely would be either like too much or it just wouldn't seep into my skin. I didn't feel like my skin was like taking in the cream the way it was supposed to. So I don't know, maybe if you have different like problems with your skin, you wouldn't have that, but truthfully, like, I don't feel like it did much for my skin. I felt like it was hydrating, but not in the way I wanted it to be. I felt like the cream just stayed over my face and not how you would want it to. And truthfully, this is supposed to be an anti-wrinkle cream. Didn't see the effects of it at all. So again, really expensive for what it does, and I didn't feel like it did much for my skin. Maybe if you're older and you need something a little bit more thicker and richer, you might really enjoy this, and you might see a little bit more of a change in your skin with like the wrinkle effect, if that makes any sense. Now to my second cream, and going along with the Snail Mucin theme, I have the Advanced Snail All-in-One Cream by CauseRX. This definitely was really nice. Contrast to the other one, this really goes into your skin, and even though, don't be like scared of this, this is sticky just like the Essence. This is definitely a little bit more stickier than the Essence, but it definitely goes into your skin. I loved it for the mornings. I just felt like it will go into my skin after like patting it in, because it's like, you know when you have a melted marshmallow and it like stretches? This will do the same thing. It'll like, you'll see it pull up when you're tapping it in, and that's the best way to apply this, tapping it in. So I would definitely recommend doing that. And it was amazing for under makeup because I just felt like it would seep in, it would keep me moisturized. And I'm saying that because it's not as moisturizing as you would think for it having Snail Mucin, but I definitely would enjoy it. I definitely enjoyed it more during the day than at night because it wasn't as moisturizing as I would want my night cream to be, but I definitely liked it. I would reuse, repurchase if I have a chance to. So yeah, definitely between these two though, I'd probably go with this one, and it's a lot more inexpensive than this one. I'm trying to go in order, but I just noticed I'm not. So here is a very random, weird product, and that has like no label, and that just shows how loved this was. And this is my #1 eye cream, and this is the Innisfree Orchid eye cream. This was so nourishing. It was so moisturizing under the eye, over, like I would use it on my eyelid, and I have a really bad dry patch. It will get rid of it. It's for wrinkles. I definitely noticed a big difference while using this one. I don't have it right now and I miss it so much, and I will definitely repurchase this. If you are gonna listen to me about any product that I have mentioned and will mention, this is the one thing that you need to try. If you are older, I think that you'll love it. If you're younger, try using it, because you definitely have to like be careful with your under eye. It is the thinnest part of your skin. It's gonna get wrinkles, it's gonna get dry, it's gonna have problems. Definitely try using an eye cream, and I would definitely recommend this. This coming at, what is it, $22, $21, maybe a little bit more expensive. It is one of the cheaper alternatives for an eye cream, but it's definitely one of the best eye creams I have ever tried out, and I have tried out a few. I definitely miss it, and I'm repurchasing it, and I can't say enough about this eye cream. It's definitely not overly thick or too thin. It's not gonna like keep your eyes oily, because I know I have tried out like oily under eye creams and it is the worst thing, and then they just create more texture under. No, this is like a perfect little purple jar of like good. Okay, now talking about something that I feel like a lot of us don't think about, but we definitely need, and that is sun protection. And this one is the Hamish one. It is the Artless Glow Base, and this is SPF 50 plus PA triple plus. And I really enjoyed using this, and I feel like a lot of people might not like it, might like it. It's very, I don't know, like it's not a thick product. It does have a glowy base to it because it's supposed to also work as a primer. I would still use a primer like over this. Something that I liked using this for was, since it is glowy, I would use it when I didn't have any makeup on, because I could just do a little bit of concealer, mascara, brows, and my skin looked glowy, it looked nice, and it was definitely protected from the sun. I really like how it is like 50 plus. I know you don't really need it, but I definitely liked using it. I liked how it was hydrating. Like, this is not something that's gonna give you white cast. It's not something that's gonna give you that like dry, thick, crusty feeling. It doesn't have a bad smell or anything, and I would definitely recommend it, especially because it's not that expensive. I'll try and have the prices listed. So next product I have is a face mask by Origins, and this is a Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to clear pores. It looks like this. I think they have new packaging, but I don't know. So again, when I was going through my really tough times with my acne, I ended up going and purchasing this pore mask, and it definitely helped my pores. I felt like it helped with my acne. It got all the bad stuff out, and I definitely felt like it's good if you don't use it regularly. Like, don't use it every day. I think even in the bottle it should say like use it like once or twice a week, and that's basically what I was doing, and I did enjoy it. I felt like after using this I definitely needed a very moisturizing moisturizer, and I didn't feel like it was that bad to use. I felt like it was really hard to take off though, and I think that that's my number one thing about it, was it was really hard to take off. It would always get stuck on my nose and like on my jaw. I don't know why. Like, it's not that I wouldn't try to clean it, it was just like it would very much get stuck there. But again, it's a good product. I know a lot of people have used it and really like it. I know there's other products like this that probably are better, so if you have one you can tell me down below, because I don't think I'll repurchase this unless there's a reason to, like again my acne or something like that. But I think I would like to try something out that's maybe a little bit more nice and gets everything out from the surface, like brings it out to the surface, because I feel like this only helps if like your acne is out. So yeah, would recommend. Nice to use, easy to get. And then another product that I liked using, but for my actual pimples, was the Badescu drying lotion. And I liked using this. You don't need a lot. It definitely will help, especially if you're using it on like that pimple as like a constant, like every night. If you keep up with it, it will definitely get rid of the pimple, no matter how big, how like it's like not even out, you know what I mean? Like, even if it's a pimple that's like under the skin and it's not really coming out, and it's just, this will for sure dry it out, make it come through, and you can definitely like get through it. You will be able to like see a difference between your pimples when you don't use it and when you do. So I definitely would recommend it. It's a nice little bottle to have for like those bad little ones. And yeah, definitely something that I will repurchase probably during the summer when my skin gets bad again. So yeah. Now something that I use now on a regular basis for my little pimples that come out, and that is the CauseRX pimple patches. These are really nice to have, especially for me, because I don't know about you guys, but I used to be a pimple popper. Yeah, I used to always pick at my pimples. I would pop them because if not, they just don't like come out, and that's why I do have a lot of like scars, and I think that I've been really good about like trying to get rid of them. And now I'm working not to touch my pimples, and these definitely help so much. I don't think I have one in here left. I just noticed they even changed the packaging. Okay. You guys can see there's bigger and smaller sizes, so depending on how your acne is, you will be able to pick the perfect patch. And I basically like them because they actually help more than just to protect you from touching the pimple, from it getting bacteria all over it, from you picking at it and making it bleed. Basically, it will get the pimple and suck most of it out, and definitely I feel like that's what helps, because if you know your pimple isn't gonna like go away if all of the pus is stuck in there, and I feel like this is such a good way to have all of it like get released without you having to pop it. So definitely would recommend these. I already bought 2 extra packets of these. These are the new ones. I bought 2 extra packets of these as backups, because I have noticed that every time I get a little pimple, by the second day it is gone. When it's a bigger one, it might take a while, but at some point it will end up being gone. And I have noticed that now that I started using these, I don't have as many like problems with like acne scars, if that makes any sense. So just for that I will repurchase, and they're not even that expensive. I feel like Soko Glam has them for $6, but you can definitely get them on Amazon for like $4 a pack, and sometimes if you buy in bulk you can get them for cheaper, so definitely try and do that. Okay you guys, so I'm done with skincare and moving on to makeup. To start off with, I have the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. This is actually my second bottle of this, and I don't know what to say. I like it because it's not full coverage, but it is definitely a good medium. I don't like having a full coverage because, I don't know, I just have that whole thought that like you look, I don't know, like it looks cakey when it's full. So I like how it's not full coverage. It's medium, good coverage. It's not that thick. You can definitely find a color for you in this one too. It's really nice in pictures. I feel like depending on how my skin is, it may like get patchy on me. It might have like dry spots, but overall it's a good foundation. I would recommend it if you're just starting out with foundation, because I feel like it's easy to work with. You will be able to find a color for you, and it's basically good no matter if you're dry or oily. I feel like maybe if you're oily you wouldn't really like it, but as a dry person I felt like I liked it. I didn't feel like it was that bad. I definitely liked using it with a brush, and then like on my T-zone area I would kind of go in with a sponge, but that's because my nose tends to be really dry and I get really like dry patches, really bad dry patches, and sometimes it breaks up there really bad. So yeah. Another product that I have bought multiples of is my Bobbi Brown Corrector. This is in light peach, and I literally finished this, and this is, I want to say, my 3rd one. I already have a new one. I need it. I have really bad under eyes. Thank you, Dad. Thank you. One thing that he gave me is my dark circles. Even if I sleep, I have really bad dark circles, so literally this is one thing that I don't feel like I can live without. And I definitely think there is no way you will not find a corrector from Bobbi Brown that will not work with your under eyes. They have ones that are for redness, for the blue tones, for the purple tones. You will be able to find one. Even if you're darker skinned, I feel like they have really good colors for that too. So yeah. Going along with that, I have my Tarte Shape Tape. I already repurchased this. I liked using this. I feel like it's really good, again, for my dark circles. As someone who has really bad dark circles, I don't think that this is enough for that. I would say you still need a corrector, but I would really have to say that as a concealer, it's probably one of the most full coverage concealers I have ever tried. It's also really not bad under my really dry under eyes, so I would definitely recommend this over any other concealer I have tried. Okay, I have 2 eyeliners. I do my eyeliner almost every day. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, where I'm going. I probably will wake up and do my eyeliner. It's just something that I've been doing for a while. I started with the Stila one because I need something that is waterproof. And I had remembered using the Kat Von D one and it not being so waterproof. And to this day, I don't think it's that waterproof, but the Stila one definitely is. The only downside to it, it is a little shiny and it's a felt tip. If I had a choice, I wouldn't choose felt tip, but as an overall eyeliner, it stays so well. It doesn't transfer on my eyelid because I don't know why my eyelid will get oily, but my under eye isn't, but whatever. It won't transfer. I have really watery eyes, so I do tear up even by nothing. And this did not smudge, it didn't go anywhere. I would set it with a powder, not so much for it to stay, but more for it to not have that like glossy look, shiny liner look. But I would repurchase this, but still kind of iffy about the whole felt tip thing. So yeah, if you like felt tips, I would definitely try the Stila one. Okay, and now adding to that, I know Kat Von D has a felt tip. I've never tried it. I don't think I'll try it, but I definitely love her regular brush tip. It's like so nice. It's amazing. It does the job. I definitely have to set this with a powder because I noticed that once my eyes start getting really watery and I start like trying to dry off the tears before they roll down my face, because I have had that. I have literally like teared up for no reason. My eyes just will get really watery and a tear went down my face. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, usually I will try and clean it up and like pat it dry, I guess. And sometimes my liner will get smudgy, so I have started adding a black shadow to it to set it, and I feel like I haven't had much problem with that. And I have already repurchased this one just because I really like a brush. So this is probably my favorite. I know that there's other ones out there, but so far I've been loving this. It's definitely really black. Sometimes I even feel like it's blacker than my gel liner. So I've been loving this. I would definitely recommend. And a felt tip or just a pen is easier if you're trying to do your wing liner. So just try it out. I would definitely recommend it. This is, I want to say, what is it, 20 bucks? Well worth it. It lasts a good while and I have no complaints as long as I set it. So yeah. I want to talk about something that probably not a lot of people believe in and like want to use because they're like, it's such a lie. But this is my lash serum from Grand Lash MD, and I have to say I was a little doubtful, but I am literally on my third bottle. I don't know what happened to my other one, but I don't have it. I am on my third bottle right now, and I feel like after me going in with waterproof mascara, my eyelash curler almost every day for a good while, my lashes definitely were breaking off. They were really short, stubby. I know that they're not as thick anymore, but this serum definitely made them longer. I don't think it did anything to make them thicker, but they're definitely longer. And I feel like I noticed when I haven't been using it, because I've been really bad about using it on a daily basis. But if you're looking for an eyelash serum, I definitely would recommend this. This is on the higher end of things. I want to say it's 65, but I definitely have noticed that this actually does something. And I went through the whole use castor oil, use this, use that, and they didn't do anything. So definitely give it a shot. I know that my second tube was a little bit not as good as my first and my third one, but definitely would recommend. Good product. And yeah, if you're worried about your lashes, try it. It definitely makes you have more lashes and longer ones. So yeah. I have a really messy product that has been putting powder on everything, and that is my IT Cosmetics Bye Pore Powder. This is something I liked using. It's not my favorite, that's why I haven't repurchased it. It literally like and now I have like powder everywhere. And It's supposed to be for your pores, like the name says, Bye Pores, but I felt like it was too drying. I couldn't use it on my under eyes, and I literally was so excited because I was like, oh, this will help my fine lines and my like pores and this. No, didn't do that. It was quite drying. I hate the bulky packaging. I couldn't carry it anywhere. I like it, but I hate it because it looks nice. It's like soft packaging, but at the same time it was so bulky and I don't feel like it did much, and I wouldn't recommend or repurchase. I know they have a loose setting powder, but again, I don't think I would want it, so bye. Brow products. So I have 2 ANASTASIA products that I use on a regular, and I have repurchased both of them, and this is my ANASTASIA Beverly Hills Brow Wiz that I always need. I have tried Pomade, I have tried other brands for brow pencils, but definitely my favorite. You will definitely be able to find a match for your hair. Mine is medium brown, in case you guys cared. I feel like I could go with dark brown. I just feel like dark brown would be too, like, it looks too warm, and medium brown is just cool enough to where I don't mind it. So yeah, I have this little baby, and this is the, oh, this is even in the like old packaging, I think. This is the Clear Brow Gel by ANASTASIA. It's not my favorite, but it definitely is better than the, what is it, the Benefit one? I don't even remember the name of it. I like it. The only problem I think that I always get with it is how big, like, this brush is for your brows. I find it to be really big, but at the end of it, I really like the actual gel. It keeps my brows in place. I feel like it helps them not like droop down, not melt. I can literally go through my brows and nothing comes off. So definitely a good product. You guys, I'm sorry that this video was so long. I hope that I gave you some good tips about some products that I mentioned, and thank you so much for staying through the whole video, and I hope to see you guys for the next one. Bye.